This is Golden Eagle basketball.
Gets inside the lane, right-handed layup, good, plus the foul. He's got it. First three of the ball game for the Golden Eagles.
Every game, every moment, every season on the journey to March. Right here on the ORU Sports Network. Powered by Playfly.
Crosses over, set back three, you bet! Oral Roberts pulls out a stunner.
Now, here's the voice of the Golden Eagles, Connor Clark.
Live from the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. March rolls on as it's the women's time as Oral Roberts is back in action as they take on the 5-seeded St. Thomas Tommies for the second consecutive ball game. Hi, everybody. This is Connor Clark here on the ORU Sports Network. And, well, if you joined us for the men's game last night, we say hello to you yet again about 13 hours later. But a good one here today between the 4th-seeded Golden Eagles and the 5th-seeded Tommies. ORU under first-year head coach Sophie Anderson, a very successful first year under Coach Anderson, 15-14, 8-8. To round out the regular season, they finished 4th after being picked 3rd in the preseason poll. On the other side, St. Thomas had an even 15-15 and an even 8-8 in Summit League play. They were preseason 5th, and they end up finishing 5th. And these two teams have seen each other, well, not too long ago. Very similar to what Corey Barnett and company faced with Kansas City. Sophie Anderson and company faced the same exact thing. They faced St. Thomas on February the 28th on Senior Day, where they toppled the Tommies by 15, 67-52, the final score there. A really positive note to round out the regular season. However, ORU and St. Thomas did split the regular season series. ORU lost 71-66 up at Penny Anderson Arena, but it was kind of a weird travel day. They went up the day of the game. They actually had to switch hotels as well on top of that. So it was a very uncharacteristic and just chaotic day and a half, really, for this ORU squad when they went up to St. Thomas. That's not taking anything away from what the Tommies were able to do. Still a very good basketball program. We'll dive into them throughout the broadcast here today, but should be a tough challenge, really, for both of these teams. And again, trying to fight to stay alive and keep their seasons alive. And, well, for St. Thomas, they're trying to keep their head coach's career going for at least another game. Ruth Sin, the head coach, in her 21st season, announced her retirement on February 10th of this season. She's spent 25 years in the St. Thomas Tommies program as a player and as a coach, and a record of 422 and 171. One of the most decorated careers in women's basketball, and Ruth Sin trying to continue that here today. And then on the opposite end, well, Coach Sophie Anderson on the complete opposite end of the spectrum in her first season as the head coach of the Golden Eagles, her 5th year in the program overall. And, man, she's made a splash, over 500 in her first season and a couple of pretty big marquee wins. And they're trying to keep her train going here in year number 1 as Oral Roberts will play as the higher seed in her first Summit League tournament game as the head woman of the program. It's the 4th-seeded Golden Eagles and the 5th-seeded Tommies. We'll get you starting lineups and everything you need to know after this. Don't go anywhere. This is Golden Eagle basketball right here on the ORU Sports Network.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
Golden Eagle basketball is coming your way right now. Time for tip-off on the ORU Sports Network.
Getting ready to rock here in the 4-5 game between Oral Roberts and St. Thomas. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network, and should be a fun one here to kick off the first game of the day, game 1 of 4 here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center between the men and the women. And Oral Roberts, well, they made it all the way to the Summit League Tournament title game last season as the 2 seed, trying to replicate such a run here today. Let's meet the starting lineups for both sides. First, for the 5th-seeded Tommies, it starts off with a senior out of Sycamore, Illinois, Faith Feuerbach. A graduate student out of St. Paul, Minnesota, Jada Hood. A sophomore out of Hortonville, Wisconsin, Michaela Warner. A freshman out of Blaine, Minnesota, Autumn McCall. And a sophomore out of Albany, Minnesota, Alyssa Sand. She is the one to look out for on this Tommy's roster. First team All Summit League, all defensive team as well. She leads the team at both points and rebounds at 14.1 points per game, 7.8 rebounds a game as well. And she's also the first Tommy in their Division I era to have 70-plus steals and 40-plus blocks in one season. She's right at that 70 steal mark. She's got 43 blocks here this season. So number 24 in purple is going to be the one to look out for on the Tommy's side of things. As for ORU, they look like this. More of the usual suspects. It starts with a redshirt junior out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, playing her hometown team, Ari Gordon. A junior out of Bixby, Oklahoma, Gentry Baldwin. A sophomore from Greenwood, Arkansas, Anna Trusty. A redshirt senior out of Howe, Oklahoma, Jaylee Oglesby. And a freshman out of Bethany, Oklahoma, Caton Donley. Named to the all-freshman team on Tuesday. Jaylee Oglesby to all-second league team in the Summit League on Tuesday. Anna Trusty, an honorable mention on the all-league teams. Named to the all-newcomer team. And Ari Gordon, the all-defensive team this season as well. So a lot of accolades for this Golden Eagle squad, and well-deservedly so. Head coaches for both sides, we talked about them in the open. Ruth Sin in her 21st season, a record of 422 and 171. And for ORU, head coach Sophie Anderson in her first season with a record of 15 and 14. And trying to take her Golden Eagles back to the Summit League Tournament title game. And they've got to win 2 games between now and then to do so. And it starts off with a team of the Tommies they just beat by 15. That was the Empire Fence pregame show. So glad you're making us a part of your Friday afternoon festivities as we're getting postseason play kicked off on the women's side, as Oral Roberts will be rocking the home whites here today with the blue lettering and numbering on the front and the back of the jersey. They got the blue stripes going up and down each side of the jersey and the trim on the bottom of the shorts. The Tommies going with the purple road uniforms. They got the white lettering and numbering on the front and the back of the jerseys. And they got the white and gray trim going up each side of the jerseys as well. Oral Roberts away from home this season, 5-10 at true road games. They have not played a neutral site game this year. For the Tommies, they are 0-1 in neutral site games, 5-6 away from home this season. Some overall numbers for the Tommies: they are 6th in the league at points per game, 64.7 a contest. They allow 62.4 points per game, which is 3rd in the conference. Shooting percentage of 43%, which is 4th, 32% from beyond the arc, which is 5th, and 69.9% from the charity stripe, which is 8th in the conference. They average 34.2 rebounds a game, which is an average margin of plus 0.9, and they turn it over about 15 times a game, which is 6th in the conference. Oral Roberts, a high-powered offense, 76.9 points per game. That is 3rd in the Summit. They give up 75 a game, which is 8th in the league. They shoot it at a near 45% rate. 3rd in the Summit League, 35% from beyond the arc, also 3rd in the Summit League. They are 5th in the conference in free throw percentage at 73.1. They average 35.4 rebounds a game, an average margin of minus 3.1, which is 4th in the league. And they turn it over 18.9 points per game, but get this, their average margin is plus 3.6. That has been kind of the identity of this team all season long, and I hesitate to call it chaos, more so controlled chaos, because they cause their opposition to turn it over at a much higher rate than they are normally used to, and we will probably see that yet again here today. Oral Roberts will go left to right as we see it. The Tommies going right to left as we are about to get underway. It'll be Caton Donley and Alyssa Sand at midcourt to tip us off. Donley, one of the best freshmen in the entire league. Sand, one of the best players in the entire league, and we should have a fun afternoon with us. Whistles blown, balls in the air, and it is won back by the Tommies, and we're off and running here from Sioux Falls. Game 1 for both of these teams in the Summit League tournament. And Donnelly with active hands, an early turnover on the game's first possession. Takes it away and gives it up to Gentry Baldwin running the points. Much improved in her junior season. Stops with the left elbow. Spins around a couple of times looking for help. Finds Gordon on the left wing. Gordon head of the key, working inside on Sand. Gordon trying to spin around her, got it blocked. Sand, that's what she does. She's got 44 of them now for the season. She brings it up for the Tommies, head of the key. Hands it off for Jada Hood. What a transfer from Christian Brothers University. They feed it inside, right into a double team. Warner battling it. They kick it back out. Now left wing for McCall. Bounces it underneath. It's poked away. Oglesby's got the loose ball. Golden Eagles off and running, and Oglesby will slow it down for the moment. Nearly ran into Donnelly, head of the key. Now she'll drive right of the lane, gets fouled on the way in. Throws him a prayer. Well, they say it is a shooting foul. That's the question. But that foul will go on Alyssa Sand. That is her first, team's first. And it will be 2 shots for Jaylee Oglesby. This 7th-year senior out of Howe, Oklahoma, has dealt with injuries early on in her career, but has been stellar with Oral Roberts, team leader in rebounds and points. First free throw on the way is good. 72% free throw shooter for Jaylee, and ORU is in front 1-0. Oglesby averaging 16.2 points per game, 5.4 rebounds a contest. Second one on the way, and it takes it from the bounce. 2-0 ORU, and a quick sub for St. Thomas as Abby Valance checks in for the first time, the freshman out of Sydney, Australia. And full court pressure on for Oral Roberts out of the gates. McCall will inbound it on the baseline and quickly gets it into Hood. Rest of ORU's defense retreats as they drop into a true man-to-man as Feuerbach brings it across. She's at the head of the key being guarded by Baldwin. Gives it up right wing for McCall. Works her way back to the left wing now. Gives it up for Valance. Lobs it underneath, nearly taken away, but the catch made by Warner. Wants to go to work on Donnelly, left block. Spins down to the right block. Layup up and good with the right hand. That was a nice move there from Warner. And we're tied at 2. Baldwin will bring it across, racing across the timeline against Feuerbach. She's at the head of the key, gives it up right wing for Anna Trusty. All newcomer team here in the Summit League in her first season with Oral Roberts. Gives it up head of the key for Oglesby. Makes a nice crossover move, step back 15-footer, left it short. Rebound loose on the deck, picked up by the Tommies. Into the hands of Feuerbach. And here comes St. Thomas. Valance with it right in front of us. Angles towards the head of the key, now gives it up. McCall drives in right of the lane against Oglesby. Uses the shoulder to create space and lays it in. 4 unanswered from the Tommies after the 2 Oglesby free throws. And here is Baldwin racing on the other end of the free throw line. Baldwin spinning, kicks it back out. Oglesby right wing. She'll drive into the Summit League logo. Oglesby spinning back out. She's got Trusty. Trusty a crossover. Right back outside to Oglesby, 13 to shoot. Oglesby at the free throw line. Now at the left block. Oglesby spinning through double teams. Throws it up with the right hand and scores. Off balance, Shealy Oglesby, but that is what she does. And we are tied at 4. Oglesby with all 4 for Oral Roberts here in the early going. Just over 2 minutes gone here in this first quarter. Valance with it for the Tommies. Directing traffic near midcourt. Looking for some sort of help. Backs in on Oglesby. Still at the head of the key. Now picks up her dribble. 15 is gone on the shot clock. Still no movement for the Tommies. Close to a 5-second call. Finally gives it up for Hood right in front of us. Under 10 to shoot for the Tommies. Hood goes right. Gordon, I think, got tripped up on her own feet. She fell over. And the 3 ball on the left wing from Warner, no good. And here comes Baldwin after the rebound. 3 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Oral Roberts and St. Thomas all knotted up at 4. Donnelly, head of the key, dribbles right to the wing. Gives it into that right corner for Baldwin. Goes around the screen to the free throw line. Pocket pass underneath for Donnelly, right block. Donnelly trying to get it up. She gets tied up, and the jump ball will keep it with Oral Roberts with 11 to shoot. The baseline out of bounds for Anna Trusty right of the basket. She's got the basketball now. Trusty looking in for Baldwin, right wing, 10 to shoot. Baldwin now head of the key for Oglesby. Wants to go to work, left of the lane, drives into the block. Oglesby gets caught underneath, trying to create space, spins, turns, and scores. Right off the glass, Jaylee Oglesby, all 6 for ORU, and they lead by 2. I mentioned the off-balance shots that she makes look so easy, doing it here in the early going as Valance nearly draws the foul on her in the open floor. Kicks it left corner. 3 ball up and down for Faith Feuerbach. And the Tommies back in front 7 to 6. First 3 ball of the basketball game for either side. Now Oglesby bringing it across. Near sideline, Oglesby. Ingles left to the elbow. Thought about pulling up, a lob it to Donnelly on the roll. Spins back to the left hand. Jumper too strong. And the rebound ripped down by McCall. Here's Hood on the near sideline for the Tommies. Working on Ari Gordon, all defensive team member. Hood crosses over in the paint. Dumps it off. Left block. That's Warner. Works her way to the right hand and scores. Hook shot falls right over the front of the rim. And it's a 3-point Tommy lead, 9-6. Gentry Baldwin across half court. Baldwin goes behind the back at the free throw line. Kicks it back outside right wing for Anna Trusty. 18 to shoot for the Golden Eagles. Trusty goes right to the lane, gets inside, and an offensive foul. So the charge on Anna Trusty, that is her first. First team foul as Presley Hartsock will check in for the first time, as well as Hannah Coons. Baldwin will check out, as well as Trusty. Jada Hood checks out. It'll be Laura Hodge in for the Tommies. Full court pressure, one-on-one between Valance and Hartsock, and Valance gets it across. So being hounded at midcourt, finally gives it up. Here's McCall, gives it up right corner. Hodge curling around. Excuse me, that's Cami Ludwig, I beg your pardon. Now right block, Warner caught underneath the basket, and she steps on the end line out of bounds. So ORU causes the turnover. They get it right back. Down 3, 9-6, 5:16 left to go in this first quarter. Here's Ari Gordon bringing it across for ORU. Speeds her way to the head of the key, nearly lost it, had to pick up her dribble, gives it up for Oglesby. She's at the right wing, 20 to shoot for the Golden Eagles. Oglesby at the free throw line, thought about the step back, kicks it out left wing for Coons. Coons with a couple of ball fakes, now drives in left of the lane, gets caught. Kicks it out for Hartsock. She'll try and drive in at the same spot. She has to pick up her dribble, head of the key now for Gordon with 6 to shoot. Gordon spinning at the free throw line, working her way in, and she traveled with it. So back-to-back turnovers for either side, and that'll send us to our first timeout of the ball game. And early on, the Tommies with an early 3-point advantage. It's St. Thomas 9, Oral Roberts 6. We'll be back in just a few minutes. This is the opening round of the Summit League Tournament right here on the ORU Sports Network.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit. This is number 1, Ty Harper, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
Early 9-6 lead for the Tommies of St. Thomas over Oral Roberts. 4:50 left to go in the opening quarter here for the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. And thus far, it is the Jaylee Oglesby show on offense. She's got all 6 points for Oral Roberts. On the other side, Michaela Werner leading the way with 4 points. Feuerbach with 3, and McCall with 2. ORU off to a 2 of 5 start from the field. The Tommies 4 of 5 from the field. They are 3 of 3 on layups here in the early going, as well as the 4-seeded Golden Eagles trying to respond after the timeout. A couple of fouls. Anna Trusty with 1, and Ari Gordon. All right, I beg your pardon, just 1 foul. I was looking at the turnover numbers, but Anna Trusty picked up an offensive foul on a charge. Get our first look at Azila Funches into the ball game out of the timeout for ORU. Full court pressure on. It's Tommy's basketball. And now we've got something on the court that the Stripes pick up. Make sure everybody's safe here in the playing area. And it'll be Autumn McCall to inbound, the freshman out of Blaine, Minnesota, one of the suburbs of the Twin Cities. She's got the basketball now. Gets it in far side. Ludwig trying to break the pressure against Coons herself, and she does. Ludwig head of the key, gives it up. On the drive, McCall gets her way to the free throw line, dumps it underneath. There's Sand working to the left hand. She got fouled on the way up. Foul will be on Azila Funches. So that sends Alyssa Sand to the free throw line, a 65% free throw shooter. First free throw attempts for the Tommies here tonight. First one from Sand on the way, and it rims off. Mentioned Sand first team all league, all defensive team as well. 70 steals, 43 blocks in the regular season. Fourth freshman to start under Coach Sin in her tenure as well. And she misses both free throws. Rebound to Coons. And here comes Oral Roberts with Jaylee Oglesby. Works her way left, drives left to the lane. Oglesby down to the block, hesitates, and she traveled. Another turnover for Oral Roberts. That has been an issue early, 3 of them already. A couple of travels in there as Jada Hood checks back in for Abby Valance. Tommy's basketball working against pressure again. Long inbounds pass to Feuerbach. She'll work one-on-one with Oglesby to get it across. Feuerbach meets a double team, nearly threw it away. Coons was in the passing lane, but the Tommies get it across. They feed it underneath, Sand wide open, layup good. Largest lead here in the early going for the Tommies by 5, 11-6. Here's Donley on the other side. Kicks it out. Hartsock will try right wing 3 off the back of the rim. And the long rebound tracked down by Feuerbach, and there's a foul on Donley as she tried to strip it away from her. So Kate Donley picks up her first. Team foul number 3 here in this first quarter. So Michaela Werner back in for the Tommies. She'll inbound against pressure. Feuerbach the receiving end. She'll dribble one-on-one with Oglesby until Donley comes to help her out, but she gets it across our side. She nearly lost it out of bounds. Kicks it to Hood, far corner. Now cut into the basket. Werner with a basketball, kicks it back out. Sand wanting to go to work. Drives right down the middle of the lane. Fights contact, layup no good. Long rebound to Donley. Here come the Golden Eagles. Hartsock gives it right back, though, in the open floor as Hood was there to strip it away. The Tommies will slow it down. Hood goes right around a Sand screen. Feeds it to Sand. Rolling underneath. Layup no good. Got her own miss. Bustles it back up over Donley. No good. And a foul called. And that'll be the second on Caton Donley. So Gentry Baldwin and Ari Gordon propped it off the bench as well as Anna Trusty. And it looks like we're going to see Elena Shetler check in as well. So pretty much almost a complete line change. Hannah Coons the only one to stay in for ORU. So Alyssa Sand back at the free throw line. She just missed a pair. Tommy's on a 7-0 run over the last 3 minutes. They lead 11-6 with 3.5 left to go in the opening quarter. First free throw good from Sand. Sand with 3 points. Second free throw rattles out with the offensive rebound. Warner scoops it up, and the Tommies reset it mid-court with Hood. Hood calls out the play call. Baldwin all over her. Hood trying to shake Baldwin. Gives it left elbow. That's Warner with it. Skips it out. Hood will launch a right wing 3. Nowhere close. And Coons with a rebound. Coons facing pressure one-on-one. Coons looking for help. Finds Baldwin just shy of half court. She'll bring it across far sideline. Baldwin works her way ahead of the key with 20 to shoot. We approach 3 minutes. Baldwin at the right block. Baldwin looking. Gives it up for Coons, right wing. Coons trying to get her way to the free throw line and got it stripped on the way in. It is out of bounds. It will stay with Oral Roberts. The size in the early going for St. Thomas really giving ORU a lot of trouble. Their average height on the roster is 5'11". And Jaylee Oglesby checks in for Hannah Coons. The size really didn't seem to be a problem, though, last time out, as ORU just dominated the glass against the Tommies, as there's a foul away from the ball on the inbounds. It'll go on Michaela Warner, her first and the team's second. Baseline out of bounds. Trusty, left of her own basket, gets it left wing for Baldwin. Bounces it ahead of the key for Oglesby, rather. Works away, left elbow, 15-footer off the front of the rim, and the long rebound tracked down by Hood. Here come the Tommies. They feed it near sideline. Ludwig looking for sand underneath. Poked out of bounds by Oglesby, all over it. So it'll be a corner inbound for the Tommies. Feuerbach looking. Feuerbach lobs it, and a one-handed catch made by Warner over the top of Trusty, and they feed it to Hood at midcourt. We approach 2.5 minutes left in the opening quarter. Hood spins to the free throw line, looking for space, finds Sand cutting, and she scores. Alyssa Sand back in the scoring column, and an 8-point lead so far for the Tommies, 14-6. ORU has not scored in quite a while as they give it out to Gordon. Scoring drought in over 4 minutes and another turnover. They're fifth in the scoring drought. It's a 2-on-1. They feed it. Sand gets tied up, and a jump ball forced by Baldwin. So good fast break defense there by Gentry. Baldwin to the open floor to force the jump ball. Substitution for the Tommies. Abby Valance back in as Jada Hood will take a seat. Baseline out of bounds for Feuerbach. Feuerbach looking into the corner, lobs it in for Sand, working a one-on-one with Shetler. Goes left to the baseline, missed her first attempt, got it back though on the rebound. Sand kicks it out. They swing it right corner. Driving inside. It's Valance, and she gets it to go. Tommies with a 10-point lead, 16-6, a minute 50 left in the opening quarter. Trusty, another travel. And ORU wants a timeout. So ORU scoreless in the last 5 minutes. They've turned it over 6 times in a 12-0 run for the Tommies. It's a 30-second timeout as the Golden Eagles trying to figure it out on offense. Golden Eagles from the field just 2 of 7. Tommies 7 of 12. The turnovers have been causing problems for the Golden Eagles. 6 of them already in the opening quarter. Getting out rebounded 8-4, and that wasn't an issue last time these two teams met. ORU out rebounded the Tommies 42-27, despite being severely undersized. But the Tommy size clearly giving ORU issues. Jaylee Oglesby, the only Golden Eagle with points thus far. She's got all 6 of them on 2 of 4 shooting. Outside of that, there's been nothing going. But ORU trying to figure it out on offense as the Tommies have punch first here on Friday afternoon. More pressure for ORU. Warner to inbound. Gets it into Valance. Looking to one-on-one with Baldwin. Baldwin with her step for step. Valance finally gets it across half court straight on. Wanting a foul but didn't get it. Now Valance gives it right wing, right on that sideline in front for Feuerbach. Feuerbach still looking. 14 to shoot for the Tommies. 90 seconds left in this first quarter. Feuerbach down to the block. Right side. Spins around Gordon. Left-handed layup good. Feuerbach now with 5 points. And the Tommies up 12, 18-6 in the first quarter. Trusty gives it up. Shetler catch and shoot 3. Rattles in and out. Valance with a rebound for the Tommies. We approach a minute. Quickly on the other side, McCall driving right of the lane. Bumps through her way through Trusty. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be off of St. Thomas. So the Golden Eagles get the ball back. Savannah McGowan checks in for the first time for the Tommies. As Cami Ludwig takes a seat. And Taylor Jackson in for the first time for ORU takes a spot of Elena Shetler. ORU looking for points. They need them real bad. Have not scored in nearly 6 minutes. A 14-0 run for the Tommies to take a 12-point lead. Baldwin at the free throw line. Kicks it opposite corner. Trusty catch and shoot 3 all the way down and out. Back-to-back threes for ORU that hit every part of the inside of the rim but just didn't fall. Here's McGowan on the other side. Feeds it left block. Warner wanted to go to work on Trusty. Faces up to the basket, nearly lost it. Body's on the floor. She somehow kicks it out. Body's still on the floor, and a tie-up and a jump ball will send it back to Oral Roberts with 32.9 is Gentry Baldwin there. So Oglesby to inbound right in front of us. Or you can essentially hold for the last shot of the opening quarter, and man, do they need points. 18-6 Tommies in front. Baldwin hands off. Not a clean exchange to Gordon. Now right wing for Oglesby. 20 to shoot on the timer. Oglesby to the free throw line. Looking for daylight. Bounces it underneath for Jackson. Jackson squares up. Nearly got it tied up. Throws it off the glass and in. Taylor Jackson finally puts it into that 6-minute scoring drought. And ORU back within 10. 18-8. 7 ticks and counting. That one tipped out of bounds on the inbounds from Gentry Baldwin. It'll remain Tommy Ball with 5.9. Points for a Golden Eagle named other than Jaylee Oglesby. 5.9 for the Tommies. They face full court pressure. It's Feuerbach near sideline with 3 seconds. Feuerbach forced to launch from half court on the way, and it hits the top of the backboard, no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play here for the Denny Sanford Premier Center. ORU finally puts an end to that 6-minute scoring drought with the Tommies on a 14-2 run to close out the opening 10 minutes. They lead at 18-8 over Oral Roberts. We'll be back in a second here on the ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969. The Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Adventure, comfort, safety. The Acura MDX has it all. Perfect for family trips or weekend getaways. The Acura MDX keeps you connected, comfortable, and confident on every road. Drive one today at Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, where luxury meets peace of mind. The MDX, your journey elevated.
What's going on? This is Luke Gray. You're listening to ORU Basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
Looking to score big in your next event? Check out Marriott Tulsa Southern Hills, now partnering with Profit Event Center next door. With 100,000 square feet of event space combined, it's a strong play for gatherings of any size. Visit our website or call 918-493-7000 to book your stay or event today. Marriott Tulsa Southern Hills and Ruffin Event Center, where every stay feels like a championship win. ORU down 10 after the opening quarter, 18-8, Tommies in front, and it was a lackluster finish to that first quarter for Oral Roberts. They scored on 3 of their first 5 possessions, but went scoreless on the following 11 before Taylor Jackson finally ended that 6-minute plus scoring drought with a right-handed layup. But the Tommies on a 14-2 run, and they have been dominating the painted area thus far. Points in the paint, 14-6 in favor of the Tommies, and they are 7 for 11 on layups alone. They've got 1 3 and 1 free throw, and outside of that, it has been paint, paint, paint for the Tommies. Are you looking for answers, especially in the offensive end here in quarter number 2? We've known this ORU team to kind of settle into games over the course of the year. Let's see if they do that here in the opening round of the Summit League tournament. McGowan with a deep left wing. McGowan searching, finds help with Valance near half court. Valance being guarded by Baldwin, uses a screen to the right, 10 to shoot, whips it back outside. McGowan catch and shoot 3, too strong. Rebound ran down, a couple of deflections, still loose on the deck, and the Tommies have it. Valance feeds it underneath. Layup blocked from behind by Jackson, out of bounds off of Oral Roberts. As Autumn McCall was going up, but Jackson came from behind to swat it out of bounds. As Jada Hood back in for the Tommies, 15 to shoot for St. Thomas. Baseline out of bounds for Feuerbach, left of her own basket. She's got it now. Feuerbach gets it in. Left block, they kick it back to her. Left corner catch, shoot three is good. Feuerbach back in the scoring column. She's 2 of 2 from beyond the arc for 8 points. Largest lead for the Tommies at 13, 21-8. Here's Trusty, head of the key, works her way left. Oglesby's found space, pulls up from 15, got it. Now that is like clockwork for Jaylee Oglesby if she has that much space. She's got 8 points of ORU's 10, and it's 21-10. A minute gone here in this second quarter. Feuerbach retrieves the inbounds pass, working one-on-one with Oglesby. Across half court, Ingles left. Feuerbach calls out the play. A little bit of half-court extended defense here. They swing it right corner. Jackson bites to the pump fake, driving and scoring on the floater, Warner. And the Tommies respond back up 13-23-10. Here comes Baldwin racing across half court. Baldwin switched onto McGowan. They bounce it right wing for Trusty. They skip it now left wing for Oglesby. Oglesby a mismatch on McGowan. Gets to the free throw line, draws the foul. That'll be the first on Savannah McGowan, first of the quarter on the Tommies. As Keaton Donnelly and Presley Hartsock check back in, Taylor Jackson goes to the bench. And so does Gentry Baldwin. Trusty to inbound right of her own basket, feeds a right wing, nearly turns it over, and stepping on the end line, McCall, but she had a chance at it. So we will do it again. Now it will be a sideline out of bounds. Gordon to inbound. She's got the basketball. Gordon finds Trusty head of the key. Uses a screen to the left. Trusty drives left to the lane line. Kicks it left baseline. Jumper good from Oglesby. Well, she is on a tear right now. She's got 10 points already. 10 of the 12 for ORU. They're back within 11, 23-12. Hood across half court. Gets it to the head of the key for Sand. Skips it left corner. Feuerbach, where she just hit it from, hits the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, though, and it's put back up and in from Werner. ORU cannot afford that. 25-12. Tommy's back in front. Pull-up jumper. Trusty looking to get going. Left it short there. And the rebound for Hood. Tommy's out and running. They've got it. Right into the lane. Hood, layup. Left it short, and the rebound, Oglesby. Now the Golden Eagles off and running. Advancement pass. Gordon, right corner, drives in, gets fouled on the way up. Who will the foul go on? That is the question. It'll go on Faith Feuerbach. Her second team foul of the quarter. Baldwin after a short break back in for Trusty. We get our first look at Laura Hodge for the Tommies. Kimmy Ludwig also back in for the Tommies as Ari Gordon is at the free throw line, an 84% free throw shooter, and now another late substitution for the Tommies. Autumn McCall back in. And now she's being forced to go back to the scores table. I think she's got to check in after the first free throw. Gordon scoreless on one shot attempts. First free throw on the way is good. Gordon out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, a close suburb of the Twin Cities, of course, where St. Thomas is located. Trying to pull ORU back within 11. Second free throw from Gordon, a high arcer, is good. Maybe that gets her going and ORU going. Full court pressure yet again, a 2-2-1 look from the Golden Eagles. They throw it forward, and an easy break for Hodge and company. Top of the key for Hood. Hood directs traffic. Was looking for Sand on the inside, never got positioning. Now Feuerbach nearly lost it far sideline. Feuerbach right in front of the ORU bench, now skips it left corner. Caught by Hodge, 6 to shoot. Do they realize? Hood far away from the basket with 3, drives left to the lane. Hood draws the foul on the way in on Hartsock. So that is the first on Presley Hartsock, first of the quarter on ORU. 7:08 left to go in the first half. 25-14, Tommy's in front. Anna McCall back in for St. Thomas as Jada Hood goes to the free throw line, a 73% free throw shooter. Hood 2 rebounds, 2 assists. That is what she does. Leads the Summit League in assists. She's got 106 of them total this season. She takes a long walk from the back of the free throw arc all the way up to the free throw line, and she misses the first free throw short. Kind of an interesting free throw routine for Jada Hood. Second one on the way is good. She splits a pair, and the Tommies back up 12, 26-14. Hartsock pushes it. Gordon makes a tightrope catch on the sideline at the right wing. Kicks it out now, Hartsock. Driving in, kicks it out. Baldwin head of the key, 19 to shoot. Baldwin a crossover at the Summit League logo. Gets caught underneath. Baldwin, the step-through layup, too strong. And the rebound for Sand. Pushes it up and nearly threw it away, and Hartsock gets called for a foul. She can't believe it. That's her second, though, in a matter of minutes. So Hood goes down. As Hartsock was just trying to jump the routes. So Amaya Holton checks in for the first time for Oral Roberts. We need to wipe up the wet spot on the floor. That's the delay right now. Still working on it. And we are good. 26-14, Tommy's in front. You feel like ORU needs a stop right now. Just not been able to get it going offensively. Got to try and lock it in on the defensive end. Hood with a long inbound to Sand into the front court. Sand drives it on Donley. Right to the block. Sand hesitates, layup up and drops. Baldwin brings it across. ORU down 14 here in the opening half. Baldwin of the Summit League logo. Searching, gives it up for Oglesby, head of the key. Oglesby a few crossovers, working on Feuerbach. Oglesby trying to get free. Kicks it out left corner. Gordon catch and shoot three. Nearly banked it in for the corner. Offensive rebound for Baldwin. She'll bring it out to that left corner. Looking for help. Entry pass into Donley, and the foul is called on Jada Hood. That'll be her second as she tried to pick off the entry pass. She found number 3 in the quarter. Baseline out of bounds for Gordon, left of the basket. Gordon lobs it ahead of the key. Oglesby there in the reception. Oglesby, crossover right to left, kind of fumbled it. She's at the elbow, looking for help. Kicks it out for Donley. Donley will drive in. Now kicks it out head of the key for Baldwin. 8 to shoot. She'll let a long 3 fly. Airballed it short, out of bounds. It's been just that type of day so far for Oral Roberts on the offensive end. Golden Eagles 5 of 16 from the field. Full court pressure back on. McCall will bring it across one-on-one with Amaya Holton. Dumps it underneath. Ball tipped around, and St. Thomas gets it back, and McCall flips it up and in, plus the foul. That's one that ORU's got to have. And a trusty Taylor Jackson to check back in for Oral Roberts. Baldwin and Holton check out. Or rather, Donley will check out. So McCall to try and complete the three-point play. And it is good. 31-14, Tommy's in front. It has been all St. Thomas in this first half. Baldwin gives it up for Gordon, curling around, head of the key now. Gordon bounces it underneath for Taylor Jackson. Jackson hesitates, got it blocked on the way in. It is off of Sand, last touch by the Tommies. Substitution for St. Thomas, it is Abby Valance. Jada Hood takes a seat. Trusty looking. Baseline out of bounds, still looking, gets it left corner. That's Gordon on the reception. Gordon wanted to back her way and turns right into Sand, and a tie-up and a jump ball. We'll keep it with Oral Roberts. So Oral Roberts basketball, and now they're waiting to see whose possession it is. They're just confirming, and yes, it is Golden Eagle basketball. So their baseline out of bounds for Anna Trusty, left of the basket. Trusty looking, finds Baldwin. Head of the key with 13 to shoot. Baldwin bounces it left wing for Trusty. Trusty with 8. Short corner left side, feeds ahead of the key for Oglesby. Oglesby thought about stepping back for 3. 2 to shoot. Baldwin on the drive, gets inside, got fouled as the shot clock expires. It's a big-time whistle for Oral Roberts. So he get bailed out on that possession. And the foul is going to be on Valance. That is her first personal, and that'll send us to our first timeout.
The prior play is under review for a timing error.
As actually they're going to review it to see what the clock should be at, because again, the foul occurred just milliseconds before the buzzer sounded, so they're going to check to see if the foul occurred before the shot clock buzzer. So first review of the ball game as Oral Roberts facing their largest deficit of 6-17. 31-14. The Tommies 13 of 23 from the field. ORU just 5 of 17. They have not hit a 3. They're 0 for 5. 4 of 4 from the stripe. Tommies 2 of 6 from downtown. 3 of 7 from the stripe. ORU with 6 turnovers. The Tommies with 4 of them. Points off those turnovers. Tommies up 7
before the
to 4.
expiration of the shot clock. We have 2 shots.
And it'll be 2 shots for Gentry Baldwin as they confirm that the foul occurred before the shot clock buzzer. Points of the paint being dominated by the Tommies 20-6. Oglesby leading the way with 10. She leads everybody in the ball game. Feuerbach has 8 to lead the Tommies. Alyssa Sand right behind her with 7. Also got 4 rebounds. And after that review, that will send us to our normal media timeout, and we will take it with them. 31-14 Tommies in front. We'll be back in a moment. This is Golden Eagle basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Out of the timeout, free throws for Gentry Baldwin coming up for the Golden Eagles, but they trail 31-14 against the Tommies. And it's been all St. Thomas in this first half of the 4-5 game. ORU playing against the higher seed and looking for something offensively. Jaylee Oglesby has 10 of the team's 14 points. As Baldwin looking to get on the scoreboard for the first time. First free throws up and down for the junior out of Bixby. Baldwin, a 88% free throw shooter on the year. Second one on the way is good. 31-16 now with 5:19 left to go in the first half. Tommy's basketball working against more pressure. It's Valance. Gets it across half court with 2 seconds to spare against Baldwin. Still working against Baldwin. Far from the basket. Lost it on the floor. Valance gets tied up. Throws it away. Gordon there on the jump ball, and she causes it. Diving to make the stop, and it'll be Tommy possession. Kayla Warner back in, as well as Jada Hood for St. Thomas. Hood will inbound it right in front of us. Kaiten Donnelly back in for Taylor Jackson. Excuse me. Hood to inbound. Gets it in for Feuerbach, who hands it right back to her. Hood against Baldwin. Gives it up right wing. Feuerbach, 4 to shoot. They feed it underneath. Sand trying to go to work on a double team, and a jump ball caused again. That time it's Baldwin getting in there. It'll go back to Oral Roberts. Much needed stop there for the Golden Eagles. Let's see if they can string some points together here after the 2 free throws from Baldwin moments ago. 31-16, Tommy's in front. Baldwin on the drive, gets all the way in, lays it in with a left hand. Gentry Baldwin with 4 straight. Oral Roberts back within 13. A little bit of life here on the ORU bench now as Hood will bring it across. Straight on for the Tommies. Hood calls out the play call, deep right wing. Hood angles left. Looking for Warner, hands it off to her. Now a couple of messy exchanges on the right wing for McCall. She's in the right corner, 10 to shoot. Wants to drive baseline, it's out of bounds, and that will go off of ORU. Let's see if ORU wants to challenge this or not. As Ari Gordon checks out, they say no challenge. Hannah Coons back in for the Golden Eagles. Baseline out of bounds for the Tommies, right of the basket. Lobs it into Sand. They want to go to work. Sand against Coons, gets inside and scores with the right hand. Alyssa Sand up to 9 points now. It's 33-18, Tommy's in front. Baldwin all the way down to the right block. Kicks it outside for Donley. Donley. Extra pass. Right corner 3. Baldwin left it short. And the rebound to the Tommies. Or you wanted to push on the rebound. Didn't get it as Warner grabs it. Being guarded by Trusty. Warner gives it up. Feuerbach far from the basket. 18 to shoot for the Tommies. They feed it right corner now for Hood. Hood wanting an entry to Sand. Doesn't have her. They skip it near wing. A call. Lost it on the free throw line. And the ball's loose on the deck. And it's that going to be another jump ball. It is. That'll keep it with the Tommies with 5 seconds to shoot. Cammie Ludwig to check back in. Takes the spot of McCall. So 5 to shoot for the Tommies. They inbound it at half court. See if ORU can take advantage of this broken possession. Sand gives it up for Hood, who loses it on the way in, and a foul is called on the reach-in. Trusty gets called for the whistle. Her second. So now a fresh 20 for the Tommies. Ari Gordon checks in for Trusty. Put it inbound in front of Sophie Anderson, far sideline. They get it into Sand. Sand one-on-one with Coons, right block. Sand to the right hand, flicks it up, and too strong. And the rebound to Coons. Much needed stop there for ORU after the foul. Here comes Baldwin racing into the front court. Ball poked away right to Coons, though. She gives it back to Baldwin, left wing. Baldwin works her way to the head of the key, drives right to the lane. Baldwin kicks it back out for Donnelly. Not a clean pass, but she catches it with one hand. Gives it up for Oglesby, deep left wing, 12 to shoot. Works away to the head of the key, drives in on Feuerbach. Oglesby looking for space, flings it up the right hand, no good. Long rebound to Feuerbach and the Tommies. Feuerbach advances it near side, driving in for the wing. Sand now to the left block, kicks it back outside. Ludwig, they swing it around for Hood, right side. She'll launch the 3. She's got it. Jada Hood with a 3 ball. And here's Baldwin on the other end, 36-18 Tommies. Baldwin left-handed layup, no good, but she draws the foul. So 2 more shots coming up for Gentry Baldwin with 2:34 left to go in the first half. Baldwin with 4 points, 2 of 2 from the line here today. 2 rebounds and an assist. First free throw is up and down. So one more for number 2 in white. 36-19, Tommies in front. Second one on the way for Baldwin. Rattles in and out. Rebound to Sand. Here comes Hood and company. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Hood jumps it up for Sand, head of the key. Now into the right corner. And there is a blocking foul called on Oglesby. She tried to beat Ludwig to the spot, but her feet were still moving. That is the first Jaylee Oglesby. And that is the 15th foul of the quarter. So the Tommies in the bonus. Abby Valance back in for the Tommies as Cami Ludwig goes to the free throw line. She's just 5 of 6 from the line this year. So very limited sample size, but when she gets there, she has success. First free throw on the way, rattles in and out. So one more for Ludwig, the senior out of Geneso, Illinois. Transfer out of Providence. Second one on the way is Pure. 37-19. Tommy's lead grows. Back in, Autumn McCall for St. Thomas. Baldwin will bring it across after the inbounds from Oglesby. Baldwin, head of the key, gives it up for Gordon. Gordon, a crossover right elbow, drives right to the lane, flips it up, no good. ORU wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Here's Warner. Head of the key, backs her way out to reset the offense. ORU's just one of their last 9 from the field. Valance left to the lane, throws it up with the left hand. Wild take, no good. Donnelly with a rebound, off and running with Oral Roberts. Passes it up ahead, left corner now for Oglesby. Wants to spin baseline on Feuerbach. Gets caught in between 3 defenders, throws it up, gets it blocked out of bounds. We'll stay with Oral Roberts. 20 on the shot clock, a minute 46 left to go in the half. Jada Hood back into the game. Takes the spot of Valance for St. Thomas. Coons to inbound it left of the basket for ORU. Transfer out of South Dakota. The lob at head of the key for Donnelly, who makes the running catch. Donnelly goes right of the lane line, throws it up. No good with the right hand, and the rebound into the hands of McCall for the Tommies. Gives it up near side, Sand in advancement. Feuerbach feeds it left block for Werner. Werner squares up to the basket against Coons. Now wants to go to work with the right hand. Spins around a couple of times, throws up a right-handed hook shot. Somehow falls. Thank goodness that was off balance and all, but it still found the bottom of the Tommies up 20. 39-19. They continue to dominate here in this first half. Oglesby kicks it out for Baldwin. 20 to shoot. Just over a minute left in this first half. Gordon drives left to the lane. Got it blocked. The call on the rejection. ORU just is not getting anything inside. The length of the Tommies is causing all sorts of issues. Baseline out of bounds for Coons, left of the basket. Feeds Oglesby deep left wing. Now Gordon in between the circles. Right wing for Coons, being guarded by Sand. Coons goes back to the right hand, drives inside of the block, got it blocked, and it winds up in the hands of Hood. Already the 4th block for the Tommies. Now here's Sand, deep left wing, 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Hood at midcourt, directing traffic. Hood goes around the screen, retreats to the right wing. She'll fire the 3, got it. Second 3 for Jada Hood, and everything dropping for the Tommies. They lead at 42-19. 30 seconds to play, about a 4-second difference between shot and game clock. Gordon, deep right wing, goes to the free throw line, scoops it up, got it blocked again. There's a block party inside for the Tommies. Their 5th of this first half. And ORU just does not have an answer. Coons to inbound it on the baseline. Feeds it left wing. Now up top for Oglesby, 16 to shoot. Oglesby goes right. Back up top for Donnelly. Back to Oglesby, who fires right wing 3, short. And the rebound to Warner. St. Thomas can hold for the final shot. Off and running McCall. She's got it with 7 seconds. Feeds it underneath. Feuerbach layup good. 4 seconds to play in the first half. It'll be Baldwin. She'll fire from 3-quarter court. Leaves it short. And a dominant first half for the Tommies comes to a close. They lead at 44-19 at the break. Well, don't go anywhere. The Don Thornton Automotive Group halftime report comes your way next. We'll recap the first 20 minutes, and we will also have a look at the Summit League scoreboard and the top 25 scoreboard in women hoops. Comes up your way next here on the ORU Sports Network. The Don Thornton Automotive Group halftime report. 44-19, St. Thomas in front of Oral Roberts here on the ORU Sports Network.
Life comes at you fast. Whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial, sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, we don't just sell cars, we stand behind them. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on every new Acura and select pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence, knowing your investment is protected for the long haul. Stop by Grubbs Acura of Tulsa today. Luxury you can trust, backed for life.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at DonThorntonAuto.com.
Life comes at you fast. Whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial, sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
Time for a break in the action. Let's recap the first 20 minutes and catch you up with all things college hoops on the Golden Eagle Halftime Report. Here's play-by-play voice, Connor Clark.
Here at the break for the Denny Sanford Premier Center, all Tommies in the first 20 minutes. They lead it 44-19 over the Golden Eagles. Connor Clark here with you on the Don Thornton Automotive Group Halftime Report. Thanks so much for making us part of your Friday afternoon festivities. This is game number 1 of 4 in this facility. Game 1 of 2 women's games, as we will get you caught up on what the brackets look like here in just a couple of moments. But let's break down the first 20 minutes stat-wise for both sides. Jaylee Oglesby, 10 points, 4 of 8 shooting. Everybody else is 2 of 19 combined for Oral Roberts. Ari Gordon with 2, Gentry Baldwin with 5, Taylor Jackson with 2, but everybody else scoreless. On the other side, 2 players with 10 points for the Tommies. It is Feuerbach and Warner, each with 10 apiece. Warner also has 6 rebounds, double-double watch for her. And, of course, first-team Summit Leaguer Alyssa Sand has 9 points to go along with 5 rebounds in just 12 minutes. So double-double watch for number 24 as well. The Tommies 18 of 30 from the field in this first half, 60%, 4 of 8 from downtown, 4 of 9 for the free throw line. As for Oral Roberts, 6 of 27 from the field. That is 22%. They are 0 of 7 from downtown, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Getting out rebounded 23-13. Turnovers, ORU 6, and the Tommies 5 points off of those turnovers. 7 for the Tommies, 6 for Oral Roberts. Defensive glass, 17-8 Tommies. Offensive glass, 6-5 Tommies. Second chance points, 8-2 St. Thomas. Bench points, 3-2 St. Thomas. And this is where it gets ugly. Points to the paint, the Tommies 26, Oral Roberts 8. Fast break points, 2-0 Tommies. Blocks, 5-1 Tommies. Steals, 3-2 ORU. Assists, 8-3 Tommies. There have been 2 ties, 3 lead changes, and the Tommies have led for 16:53 in this ball game. So it has been a lot to be desired for this Golden Eagle crew, who plays as the higher seed in this ball game, and they've got a lot to work to do in this second 20 minutes if they want to continue their inaugural season with Sophie Anderson as the head coach. As for the Tommies, well, they're playing to keep Ruth Sinn's career going. As, again, we mentioned in the pregame, she is retiring at the conclusion of the season. She announced that earlier in February, so they're trying to do it for their head coach. And right now, man, they're playing well for her, shooting 60% from the field. Let's take a look at the Summit League bracket here on the women's side. And, well, in the playing game, it was Omaha. That was on Wednesday. They defeated the North Dakota Fighting Hawks 49-39. And then 2 games yesterday, South Dakota State, the 2 seed, defeats Kansas City 75-61. The 1 seed, North Dakota State, just dominates Omaha 87-37. So those 2 move on. North Dakota State will play the winner of our game here today. Of course, the Tommies up 44-19 at the half. And then Denver and South Dakota, the 6-3 game, will happen at 2:30 this afternoon. And then the 2 teams that await the winners of our games here today, the 1 and 2 seeds, North Dakota State and South Dakota State, at noon and at 2:30. So that is a look at the Summit League scoreboard here on the women's side of things. Get you caught up on the top 25 and a couple of games for the top 25 of the women's. One in the Big East, as it's the quarterfinals of the Big East tournament. Number 1 UConn facing Georgetown. That game tipped off at 11 a.m., but for whatever reason, we do not have a score update on ESPN, or excuse me, because that's not happening today, Connor. That's happening tomorrow. I beg your pardon. Top 25, there's a lot more action today in women's hoops, and we've also got 3 games that are already final. Number 13, Duke defeats Clemson 60-46 in the quarterfinal of the ACC tournament. Number 2, UCLA defeats Washington 78-60 in the quarterfinal of the Big Ten tournament. And in the quarterfinal of the SEC tournament, number 3, South Carolina defeats 17 Kentucky 87-64. Coming up in a matter of moments, a massive one out of the SEC. Number 6, LSU versus number 7, Oklahoma in the SEC quarterfinals. In the Big 12 quarterfinals, number 12, TCU against BYU, or number 10 rather, TCU against BYU in the quarterfinals of the Big 12 tournament. Number 11 against number 19, Minnesota in the Big 10 tournament at 1:30. Sacred Heart against number 25, Fairfield in the MAAC quarterfinals. Number 12, Louisville against Syracuse in the ACC tournament. Number 5, Vandy taking on number 24, Ole Miss in the SEC tournament. Number 9, Iowa facing Illinois in the Big 10 quarterfinals. Number 15, West Virginia against Arizona State in the Big 12 quarterfinals. Back to the ACC, number 16, North Carolina facing off against Virginia Tech in the quarterfinals in the in the SEC. Number 4, Texas taking on Alabama. Number 8, Michigan facing off against Oregon in the Big 10 quarterfinals, and then Colorado against number 20, Baylor in the Big 12 quarterfinals. So a busy week in championship week here for the women's side of things, and that is a look at the top 25. But once again, Oral Roberts trailing 44-19 here at the break, and a lot of climbing of the mountain to do here in the second 20 minutes. And we'll have it all for you after this quick break. This is the Don Thornton Automotive Group halftime report. This is the ORU Sports Network.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, we don't just sell cars, we stand behind them. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on every new Acura and select pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence, knowing your investment is protected for the long haul. Stop by Grubbs Acura of Tulsa today. Luxury you can trust, backed for life.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrows, Tiger Hill Plaza, and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at DonThorntonAuto.com.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
Well, plenty of work to be done for the Golden Eagles here in this second half of play as they trail 44-19 against the 5 seed St. Thomas Tommies. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network, and the Golden Eagles struggling from the field. They hit 6 shots. 4 of them belong to Jaylee Oglesby, who leads all Golden Eagles with 10 points on 4 of 8. The rest of the team is just 2 of 19. So that needs cleaning up. Oral Roberts is rebounding. They're getting out-rebounded by 10. Needs cleaning up, and they're getting outscored 26-8 in the paint. So the size of the St. Thomas Tommies team, rather. They average 5'11" in height, and we see that causing its issues. ORU with the basketball out of halftime. They'll go right to left as we see it. Tommy's going left to right as Baldwin has the inbounds pass from Oglesby. 20 minutes to try and keep the season alive for Oral Roberts. It's Trusty head of the key. Trusty looking for some sort of help. Finds Baldwin right wing. Feeds it underneath on the block for Donley. Donley spinning around. Kicks it outside. Trusty scoreless in this first half has the basketball. Gives it up. Oglesby at the free throw line. 10 to shoot. Oglesby fadeaway jumper. Good. Good start for Jaylee Oglesby. That was a fancy move. Trying to keep her collegiate career going. Full court press on from Oral Roberts, 44-21. Here come the Tommies on the other end. A fake 3 on the left wing from McCall. They give it up for Feuerbach. And now Hood calls out the play. Deep right wing being guarded by Trusty. Goes left, finds Sand on the roll, but it's off her fingertips out of bounds. So ORU gets the score and then the stop. That's the equation to get back into this game. Stop, score, stop, score. Here's Baldwin across the timeline for Oral Roberts. Deep right wing. Baldwin gets a screen to the left from Donley. Creates a little bit of space, kicks that now head of the key for Oglesby. Drives right of the lane. Oglesby gets around to steal high off the glass, and it drops out. Hit every part of the rim, but just didn't fall. And now Hood travels in the backcourt. So the full court pressure is causing its problems a little bit early here in this second half. Ari Gordon inbound on the far sideline. Gordon looking. Gets Trusty at half court. Trusty goes left. Trusty all the way in. Got it blocked on the way up. Ball loose. Gordon's got it. Gordon had her putback blocked. Trusty's got it again, and she'll dribble it back out. 6 to shoot for the Golden Eagles. Gordon curling around to the elbow. 3 to shoot. They find Oglesby. Puts it up right before the horn. Off the back of the rim. And the rebound tracked down by McCall. Warner will bring it up for St. Thomas. Hood right at half court now. Being guarded by Baldwin. 44-21 Tommies. Nearly 2 minutes gone here in this third quarter. They find Sand on the roll. 1 extra step. She travels. That's a couple of travels now for the Tommies. A little uncharacteristic. We didn't see that a whole lot in that first half. They're up to 8 turnovers now for the ball game. Baldwin gives it up. Right side for Trusty. Curls around the screen, head of the key, picks up her dribble. Now left wing for Oglesby. Drives left baseline. Oglesby shut off by a double team. Outside now for Trusty. Left wing with 12 to shoot. Trusty into the corner. Oglesby. The 2-man game continues. Oglesby with 7 at the free throw line. Drives right in the lane, puts it up off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Donley, fadeaway jumper. That one off the side of the rim, no good. And the rebound for McCall. She's off and running. It's shut off by Oglesby. Gives it up center of the court for Warner, who gets it across. And now a timeout called by St. Thomas. The Golden Eagles speeding up the Tommies a little bit. And they called timeout to try and talk it over. It's a 30-second timeout. The Golden Eagles pressure certainly getting to them here in the early stages of the second half as they try and get back into this ball game. Trailing 44-21. The Tommies already in the quarter, 3 turnovers. A couple of travels and then a giveaway in the open floor as well. As the Golden Eagles trying to get back into this one ever so slightly. They stretch it to a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. Tommy's leading at 44-21. Back in a moment on the ORU Sports Network.
Life comes at you fast. Whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial, sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Reese's, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, we don't just sell cars, we stand behind them. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on every new Acura and select pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence, knowing your investment is protected for the long haul. Stop by Grubbs Acura of Tulsa today. Luxury you can trust, backed for life.
Out of the timeout, it is Tommy basketball. They are leading 44-21, but ORU's defense starting to cause some problems here in the early stages of this third quarter. Already 3 third-quarter turnovers for the Tommies, and we're only 2.5 minutes into it. Up top, Warner feeds underneath. Sand got it blocked by Donley. First time we've really heard her name here tonight. One of the best freshmen in the Summit. Donley trying to go coast to coast, draws the foul on the other side on Feuerbach. That is her second personal. Team's first of the third quarter. So Trusty to mount it right of the basket. Trusty looking, gets it into Oglesby right wing. Oglesby right back to Trusty, head of the key, looking for Donley on a post. She's got her. Donley kicks it back outside. Oglesby with 16 to shoot. Oglesby backs away and right block. Turns in, scores off the glass. That was nasty from Jaylee Oglesby. Back into the scoring column. Her impressive day continues. ORU's cut into the lead a little bit more, and now another turnover in transition. Tommies throw it away. ORU causing problems. 4th turnovers for the Tommies. Oglesby up to 14 points now after that bucket. Here's Oglesby bringing it across. Gives it up. Trusty. Head of the key. Trusty wanted to drive. Gets inside. Draws the foul. Drove right to the lane and draws the foul on Warner. That is her first. So Anna Trusty to the free throw line, and she is scoreless. 0 of 3. Her first attempts from the line here tonight. First one on the way, rattles in and out. Trusty is 76% free throw shooter. Handful of dribbles for. Second one on the way, good. Full court press back on. It's 44-24. Near turnover in the backcourt. Tommy's having all sorts of trouble. Double team from Baldwin comes. They throw it. Sand lobs it across half court. It's a 10-second violation. The full court pressure yet again gets to the Tommies, and another turnover. Their 5th turnover of this quarter. Golden Eagles still with plenty of ground to make up, but defense has been spectacular out of the locker room. Here's Donley trying to drive on Sand. Got it poked away for a moment. Gets it back. Donley right block, layup up, left it short, and the rebound, a foul on Donley as Sand hits the deck. That is her 3rd. First team foul on the Golden Eagles in the third quarter. More pressure. They get it in for Hood. Hood quickly across half court with a feed to Feuerbach. Tommy set up the offense with 22 to shoot. Feuerbach working one-on-one with Gordon. And she draws the foul. Gordon reaching. That is her first personal, team second. So Pretzley Hartzog subs in for Gordon. Sand gets the inbounds pass left wing, drives right to the baseline, and got a block by Donley yet again. Got her back, swings it left corner. It's tipped out of bounds by Hartsock. How about Kate Donley? Defensively, especially in this third quarter, a couple of blocks on Sand. So Feuerbach to inbound it in front of her own bench. 11 to shoot. Feuerbach looking, finally gets it in. Nearly ran into the inbound receiver in Ludwig. And then they feed it out to Hood. 5 to shoot. Hood, right wing, 3 to shoot. Hood bounces it underneath on the cut, layup up, and good, plus the foul. What a find from Hood. A good cut from Warner. She'll go to the line for one more. Fouls on Trusty. That is her third as Amaya Holton checks in, as well as Ari Gordon. Conley and Trusty check out. So Warner to the line. She's got 12.7 rebounds. And a timeout called. The Tommy's back up 22, 46-24. And
Previous play is under review to see if the foul occurred before the shot clock violation.
Going to see if the foul was before the shot clock violation. I don't even know if the buzzer even sounded really in real time, but we'll step aside with them. Tommy's up 22, 46-24 when we come back on the ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
Welcome to Lamar Outdoor Advertising, the largest outdoor advertising company in the U.S. and one of the most successful operators in the outdoor advertising industry. We offer advertising in 2/3 of the top 50 markets in the country, as well as over 100 years of experience to help you make the most of this valuable marketing tool. Please visit our website, www.lamar.com, to learn more about our award-winning team and services. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter, too. Let us know how we can best assist you when we return to the line.
This is number 9, Ofernave, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
The Golden Eagles have a lot of ground to make up. They trail by 26 here in the 4-5 game from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. Yeah. Golden Eagle defense has been causing problems for the Tommies here in this third quarter, especially with that full court press. They forced 5 turnovers already in the quarter alone. The Tommies have only scored 2 points in this third quarter, being outscored 5-2. But Oral Roberts still trying to get things going offensively. They scored 8 in the first quarter, 11 in the second quarter. Now 5 here in this third quarter with 5:52 left to go in the frame. The Golden Eagles with just under 16 minutes left to try and keep their season alive here in the 4-5 game in the Summit League tournament. Let's see if they can do just that. So 1 free throw after the timeout for Michaela Warner. They said that the foul did not occur after the shot clock buzzer. The foul was on Trusty. That is her 4th. Free throw on the way. Takes a friendly bounce. 47-24, Tommy's in front. Hartsock races into the front court. Gives it up for Baldwin left wing. Baldwin to the free throw line. Gets caught underneath. Baldwin looking for help. Bounces it. Gordon underneath the basket. Gordon kicks it back outside. Baldwin right wing, 16 to shoot. Goes behind the back. Baldwin in the Summit League logo. Spinning, looking for Holton, and bounces it out of bounds. First turnover of the second half for Oral Roberts. Gives it back to the Tommies. Full court pressure back on Hood. Faced with a double team immediately. Gives it up. And Warner with a nice ball fake. Breaks the pressure. Bounces it near corner. Now underneath Sand. A leaping catch. Lays it in. It's the first time that the Tommies really felt under control against this ORU press. As Hartsock racing on the other end. Dumps it off. And Amaya Holton there for the lay-in. Pressure back on. Hood lobs it forward. Feuerbach opposite corner. Receiving it Ludwig. Now back up top for Hood to reset the offense. Hood bounces it into the opposite corner. Feuerbach corner three. Rims in and out. Offensive rebound. A back tap. It's loose on the deck. Feuerbach's got it for the Tommies. Kicks it back out. They'll reset. Hood at midcourt. Hood being guarded by Ari Gordon. Hood gets right around her, throws it up off the glass. No good, but a foul on Oglesby. And two shots coming for Jada Hood. Oglesby second. 14th foul of the quarter with 4:38 left to go in the frame. Holton checks out, punches back in. So Jada Hood to the free throw line, a 73% free throw shooter. She's got 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists here today. Gordon checks out. Kate Donnelly back in. Hood, a graduate student from St. Paul, Minnesota, returning home for her final year of collegiate basketball. First free throw rims in and out. Name of the all-newcomer team lead. Hartsock races across half court. Gives it up right corner. Gordon at the free throw line looking for Oglesby. Has her at the top of the key. Oglesby crosses over. Fadeaway jumper at the Summit League logo left. It's short rebound Hood and the Tommies. 50-26, St. Thomas in front. Hood races across half court. She'll reset at the midcourt logo. Hood working on Baldwin. Right of the lane. Hood all the way in, and an offensive foul. Too much of the chicken wing arm to Baldwin. That's her third personal. Team's third of the quarter. Back in for the Tommies, Cammie Ludwig. Four minutes left to go in this third quarter. And that pass kicked out for Donnelly, tipped out of bounds off the hand of Warner. A sideline out of bounds play for Oral Roberts. Donnelly surveying, bounces it in, and it's stolen away. Feuerbach all over it. He's looking for Oglesby. And Feuerbach gets the outlet pass from Valance into the corner. 3-ball catch and shoot left and short. That one off the hands of McCall, and Donnelly runs down the rebound. Donnelly gives it up for Hartsock at midcourt. Hartsock drives left of the lane, gets inside. There's a wild shot, gets fouled in the process. Fouls on Michaela Warner. Team foul number 4 in the quarter is Alyssa Sand. Will check back in for the Tommies. Presley Hartsock, 19 of 27 from the line this season. Freshman out of Norman, Oklahoma. Scoreless here today on one shot attempt as the stripes are at the monitor right now. We'll find out what this is about here shortly. quick explanation to both coaches, and we're ready for free throws. First one from Hartsock is pure. The Golden Eagles were down 10 at the end of the first quarter as Hartsock makes both. And it has been all Tommies ever since. Full court pressure back on for ORU. They break it. Feuerbach up ahead. Sand ahead of the pack, lays it in with a right hand. Here's Hartsock racing across 52-28. Tommies in front. Oglesby a crossover. Lost it for a moment, kicks it out. Hartsock catch and shoot three, rattles it in. First three ball of the game for ORU, courtesy of Presley Hartsock. She's got 5 straight now. Double team and a tie-up caused by Baldwin. Possession arrow will stay with the Tommies. Jada Hood back in, as well as Autumn McCall. Warner to inbound. Gets it near side. Feuerbach. Now Hood lost it out of bounds. Back to Oral Roberts. So another turnover for the Tommies in this quarter. They've been piling up. Hartsock retrieves it in the backcourt. Hartsock out of the key. Drives all the way down Main Street. Lays it in with a left hand. How about Presley Hartsock? She's got 7 straight for the Golden Eagles. As Hood trying to find a double team, gets rid of it. Feuerbach up ahead, Sand all alone. Layup up and good. It's the third time she's leaked out against that pressure. Here's Baldwin driving in from the left wing. Gets Sand to the air, kicks it out. Donnelly catch and shoot 3. Airballs everything. Offensive rebound for Baldwin. Tiptoes the end line. Baldwin in the paint, looking for some sort of help. Kicks it out for Hartsock. She's got 7 straight points. Hartsock inside, and she gets called for the offensive foul. That's her third. Team foul number 5 in the quarter with 2:28 left to go. So the Tommies in the bonus for the rest of this third quarter. Full court pressure still on. Hood with the inbounds pass. They get it across. Feuerbach looking for Sand, but now Feuerbach will take it herself to kick it back outside for Hood straight on. Lobs it underneath, wide open there for the layup on the left side. Warner. It's a 56-33 as we approach 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Baldwin with it left wing. Baldwin goes right to the elbow, looking for Hartsock, them not on the same page, and they turn it over. Hannah Coons checking back in for ORU. Presley Hartsock checks out, but how about that little sequence for the freshman? So Hood gets the inbounds pass after an exchange with Feuerbach. Hood one-on-one with Baldwin. Hood still at the head of the key, looking for some sort of help. Now Feuerbach right wing. Thought about the 3, drives inside on Coons, fights contact, got a block by Donnelly, gets it back, throws it up, no good, but a foul called. That'll go on Coons, her first. So 2 shots for Faith Feuerbach. Tommies have been up by as many as 25. Chance to match that with a couple of makes here. First one is good. ORU was never led in this game. Second one on the way from Feuerbach. Rattles in and out, rebound Donnelly. Donnelly on the run across half court. Donnelly kicks it out. Baldwin thought about the 3. She'll drive inside, kicks it out now. Catch and shoot 3. Trusty rattles in. And a Trusty. Her first field goal make here today. She's only got 4 points. Been a quiet day for her. Rattles in her 3 ball there. Now the Tommies on the other side breaking the pressure. Hood thought about the catch and shoot 3. Drives inside, dumps it off, and Sam with a lay-in. That was all set up by Jada Hood. That was a nice move there. And here comes Baldwin on the other side for Oral Roberts. We approach a minute to play in this third quarter. Baldwin spins in the paint, kicks it out right corner. That's Trusty. Making a couple of dribble moves to the Summit League logo. Turnaround jumper rattles out. Under a minute to play. 59-36. Tommy's in front. Hood. Exchange now, and McCall ends up with a basketball. 12 to shoot for the Tommies. Head of the key. McCall drives left of the lane. McCall fights contact. Another block for Donley. He's got a handful of them here in this third quarter. Now Baldwin up ahead. Catch and shoot transition. 3, no good. And the rebound ripped down by Sand. Shot clock is off for the Tommies with 25 seconds in the quarter. So Hood and company will likely hold for the last shot. Hood in the far corner between the sideline and half court. 13 to play in the third quarter. Hood against Trusty. Goes right around a Sand screen. 8 to shoot. Hood all the way in. Layup no good off the front of the rim. 5 seconds for ORU. Trusty up the far sideline. 2 seconds. Trusty gives it up for Baldwin. They don't get a shot off, and that'll do it for the third quarter. The Tommies with a 23-point lead, 59-36 as we head to the final 10 minutes. Oral Roberts with a steep mountain to climb to try and keep their season alive. We'll have the fourth quarter play for you when we come back. This is Golden Eagle Basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at DonThorntonAuto.com.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
This is number 4, Landon McGrady, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
59-36, Tommy's in front with one more quarter left to play here from the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. So glad you decided to make us part of your Friday afternoon festivities. And, well, ORU with a steep mountain to climb here in the final quarter. They're down 23 points. They did outscore the Tommies in that third quarter, 17-15. That's the first quarter they have outscored the Tommies in here today. And they forced a plethora of turnovers. They win the turnover battle 7-4 in the quarter. Big part of that was their full court press. But again, it's been a super steep hill to climb for the Golden Eagles. They were outscored 18-8 in the opening quarter, 26-11 in the second quarter. And on the other side for the Tommies, they're trying to keep their head coach's career, Ruth Sinn's career, going. And she's retiring after the conclusion of this season. Meanwhile, ORU trying to keep year one of the Sophie Anderson era going. It'll be Golden Eagle basketball to start the fourth quarter. Oglesby will inbound it for Baldwin in the backcourt. Baldwin working on Feuerbach. Baldwin goes left to the wing. Hands off. Oglesby. Free throw line. Spins back to the left hand looking for daylight. Kicks it out. Donley catch and shoot right wing 3. Too strong. Rebound loose on the deck. It's rolling there. The free throw line. A tie up between Hood and Oglesby. And a jump ball. Sends it back to St. Thomas. So more pressure for Oral Roberts, and they need a wet spot cleaned up. There are a couple of bodies hit the floor. And 9:43 left to go in regulation. Be Warner to inbound on the baseline, being guarded by Coons. Warner to Hood, far corner. With one-on-one with Baldwin, and now Feuerbach as full court press retreats. Feuerbach across half court. Gives it up. Warner works away to the free throw line against Coons. Backs away down to the right block. Warner still trying to go to work on Coons, not giving it an inch. Throws it up off the glass with a right hand and scores. That was well defended by Hannah Coons, but just better offense there from Warner. She scores to make it a 61-36 game. Baldwin on the other side dumps it off. Oglesby trying to get downhill. Right of the lane. Oglesby against contact, lays it in. Man, that is so impressive over the taller Autumn McCall. And Jaylee Oglesby with 16 points. A minute gone here in this fourth quarter. As Feuerbach brings it across against Oglesby. Gives it into the right corner for Warner. Warner now to the free throw line. Kicks it back out. McCall backing in. Fights a triple team. Ball loose on the deck. Another tie-up. It's taken away by Baldwin, but it's called a jump ball before, and that'll give it back to Oral Roberts anyway. Baldwin brings it across far sideline for the Golden Eagles. Shooting just 28% here today, but Baldwin all the way in, lays it in with the right hand. 4 straight for the Golden Eagles. Hood one-on-one with Baldwin to the backcourt. Tommy's continuing to shoot at 57%. They've made 25 field goals to ORU's 14. A foul called away from the basket. They'll go on Gentry Baldwin. Her first. Team's first of the final quarter. ORU's actually taken more field goals than St. Thomas has here today. 47-44. As back in, it is Abby Valance. Back in for the Tommies, but ORU being out-rebounded by 12, 34, 22 points in the paint, 40-18 in favor of the Tommies. Ari Gordon to check back in for Oral Roberts. Anna Trusty takes a seat. Valance being harassed by Baldwin. Trying to back her way in left side of the lane. They kick it out. McCall had her pass picked up. Gordon in the open floor. All defensive team for a reason. Lays it in. Makes it 61-42. ORU within 20 for the first time in a while with 8 minutes left to play. Valance across half court. Picks up her dribble far away from it. Gives it up to McCall. Deep right wing. McCall. Now Feuerbach head of the key with 15 to shoot. Gives it left wing. Valance trying to get around Baldwin. Doesn't. Head of the key now. 9 to shoot. Valance against Baldwin. At the Summit League logo. Valance still no daylight. 4 to shoot. Turnaround jumper. Air balls it short. Right into the arms of Warner, though, who cleans it up. Right place, right time for Warner. She puts it in. ORU on the other side. Catch and shoot. Trusty 3. Good from the right corner. 63-45. ORU inching a little bit closer. 7:18 left to go. Here's Valance on the other side. Just about 3 minutes gone here in the final corner. Feuerbach, deep left wing. Working on Oglesby. Switched on to Donnelly. They kick it out. Wide open 3. McCall rattles it in. That's a big shot for the Tommies. Brings it back above 20. 66-45. Oglesby looking to respond at the left elbow. Wanted a pocket pass for Donnelly. Throws it away. Here come the Tommies. Feuerbach advancing it up to McCall, but a little bit too tall out of bounds. The Feuerbach frustrated with herself after the turnover. Back in is Ludwig. Gentry Baldwin checks out as she gets the arm around her shoulder from her head coach. Hartsock at the right elbow, kicks it out. Trusty thought about the 3. Now she'll drive right baseline, swings it around. Hartsock, she'll fire the left corner 3, too strong. Offensive rebound for Trusty. Off balance layup, no good, and it is going to be a jump ball on the rebound. That'll send it back to the Tommies. It'll be Warner to inbound. 6:26 left to go in regulation. 66-45. Tommy's in front. Hood with the inbound reception in front of the ORU bench. Goes behind the back to shake Hartsock for a moment. It's in a cross court. Hood gives it up. Warner head of the key, 18 to shoot for the Tommies. Warner goes left, drives all the way in, left side layup no good, but she gets fouled in the process. Foul going Ari Gordon. Her second team foul of the quarter on Oral Roberts. So Warner to the free throw line. 69% free throw shooter. She's 1 of 1 here today. She's got 19 points and 8 rebounds, make it 20 after the first free throw make. One more at the line, and it is good. The Hartsock brings it across. 68-45. Tommy's in front. 6 minutes left to go. Hartsock head of the key. Dribbles left of the lane around Hood. It gets fouled on the way in. So Hood picks up her 4th. First team foul of the quarter for the Tommies, and Hartsock back to the free throw line. Had 7 straight points. All 7 of her points coming in that little sequence there. First free throw up and down. So 8 points for the freshman out of Norman. Second one on the way. Off the side of the rim, no good. The rebound for Sand, who's back in for the Tommies. First time in a while we've seen her. Hood, right short corner for Warner. Wants to go to work on Trusty. Kicks it back outside. Sand wanted to get downhill. Gets shut off. Trusty still there, standing strong. Finds a cutter, and the jumper up and good from 15 feet. Ludwig on the receiving end. Make it 70-46. Trusty left corner, looking for Donnelly on a post-up, doesn't have her. Now back up top. Hartsock gets all the way in. Left-handed layup, good. And Presley Hartsock into double figures with 10 points. Only other Golden Eagle besides Shaylee Oglesby into double figures. Now Hood crosses over, gets all the way into the paint. Well, we'll back it out to the right corner. Now finds Feuerbach cutting, and she gets fouled on the layup. Cut from the weak side corner underneath. Foul is on Kaiten Donnelly. That is her 4th. 2 free throws for Feuerbach. McGowan checks in for the first time, or for the first time in this quarter, I should say, not for the first time in the game. McCall back in for the Tommies. Shetler back in for the Golden Eagles. With 5:14 left to go, 70-48 lead for the Tommies. And time is running out on ORU's season. Feuerbach, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for her today. She's been fantastic. Hits the first free throw. Trio dribbles 4. The second one up, too strong off the back rim, rebound to Trusty. Trusty gives it up for Gordon, far sideline. Gordon streaking into the paint. Jordan picks up her dribble, Gordon. Now Trusty works her way in from the head of the key, right of the lane, gets shut off by Sand. Outside now Hartsock, swings it left side. Gordon dribbles left baseline, spins at the block, layup up, no good, and the rebound for McGowan. Tommy's bringing it across with Valance. Feeds it left corner for Sand. Now right back to Valance. Valance looking. Now Ludwig, 14 to shoot. Feuerbach, right elbow. Now to the left side, Sand. 8 to shoot. Sand gets inside the paint at the Summit League logo. Sand looking for help, gets tied up. Another jump ball. Send it back to Oral Roberts. And that'll send us to our media timeout here in the fourth quarter. 4:28 left to go. Tommy's still in firm control of this one. It's St. Thomas 71, Oral Roberts 48. We'll be back in a short moment. This is Golden Eagle basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
Life comes at you fast. Whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial, sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, we don't just sell cars, we stand behind them. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on every new Acura and select pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence, knowing your investment is protected for the long haul. Stop by Grubbs Acura of Tulsa today. Luxury you can trust, backed for life.
4:28 left to go for the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network, and it is 71-48. Tommies in front. It has been all Tommies all the time here this afternoon, unfortunately for the Golden Eagles, as they've got 4:28 to try and keep their season going. It'll be Golden Eagle basketball out of the timeout. ORU and the Tommies tied at 12 in this fourth quarter. ORU outscored the Tommies by 2 in the third, 17-15, but first half dominated by St. Thomas. Here's Oglesby on the other side trying to flip it up and in, no good. And the rebound right into the hands of McCall. A little bit of pressure there. Valance able to break it with Hartsock all over her. They give it to Sand. Deep right wing, 16 to shoot. Sand trying to back away and wanted a backdoor pass, but it's picked up by Oglesby. So Jaylee will break the press herself, go all the way down Main Street. Oglesby inside, and she gets out. So 2 shots coming for Jaylee Oglesby. The foul is on Savannah McGowan, her second personal. Second team foul of the fourth, as Jaylee Oglesby with 16 points to the free throw line, where she's 2 of 2 today. Playing in her final year of college basketball. And the first free throw rattles home. Such a decorated career for her, over 1,000 points at ORU, over 2,000 points for her overall career. Second one is on the way and good. And she is going to be one that this program is going to miss dearly. 3:50 left to go in regulation. This is Valance, Hartsock bumping at midcourt. Able to get rid of it, though. Ludwig back up top for Valance. 15 to shoot. Valance working against Hartsock, who's still all over her. 9 to shoot. Valance a crossover at the free throw line. Nearly gets tied up with Oglesby, and now she does. Another jump ball. That'll keep it with the Tommies. Hartsock checks out. Baldwin back in. Inbound for Autumn McCall to the right of her own basket on the baseline. Bounce to inside for Sam, but a foul on the inbound. Foul will go on Trusty, and that'll be her fourth. So Jada Hood back in for the Tommies. Keaton Donnelly will check back in for Oral Roberts. As Trusty will take a seat. Been a frustrating afternoon for Trusty, unfortunately. One of the best players in the league. No doubt about that. Sand with it at the elbow, kicks it up top. McCall with 13 to shoot. McCall at the Summit League logo gets tied up, but a foul's going to be called on Oglesby. Or excuse me, Gentry Baldwin. That's her second. And that'll put the Tommies in the bonus for the rest of the way. Taylor Jackson will sub back in. As Elena Shetler will take a seat. So McCall to the free throw line. 74% free throw shooter, 1 of 1 today. She's got 8 points, 5 rebounds. First free throw up and down. $72-50 Tommies in front. 3:19 left to go. Second one takes a friendly bounce. NDSU awaits the winner of this one, the top overall seed in both brackets, men's and women's. Baldwin spinning around to the Summit League logo outside for Donley. Left block. Jackson backs her way in, kicks it outside. Oglesby at the free throw line. Extra pass, Donley drives inside right of the lane, got it blocked. McCall all over that one. She's got the loose ball. McCall lobs it forward, deflected on the way to Hood. Now right back to McCall. McCall with some open space, drives inside on Jackson, draws the foul. So 2 shots for McCall after she was just there. So McCall to the free throw line, and substitution Warner back in for the Tommies as Sand will take a seat. McCall at 10 points, make it 11. And one more. The freshman out of Blaine, Minnesota, missed it short there, but an offensive rebound. They try and flip it back to McCall and throw it out of bounds. So ORU gets it back. So Oglesby will get it in for Baldwin. Baldwin, right wing. Gets a screen to the left by Jackson. Baldwin at the elbow. Gives it up. Oglesby wanting to get downhill. Oglesby, pocket pass for Jackson. Tough catch. Kicks it out. Baldwin at 3. That one goes down from straight on. And Gentry Baldwin knocks down her first 3. She's up to 10 points. She commits the foul, though, as Hood was trying to break the press. Baldwin picks up her 3rd, and we'll walk to the other end of the court. So Jada Hood, 8 points, 2 of 4 from the line here today. 7 rebounds, 5 assists. First one is good. $75-53 Tommies, 2:23 left to go. Make it 76-53 after Hood knocks down the second. And unfortunately, the time is running out on the Golden Eagles season. Here are the quarterfinals. Oglesby at 3, and that one left short. Just 2 for 9 from 3 this season. And here's Hood on the other end for the Tommies. She'll bring it back out towards midcourt. And they are obviously in no rush whatsoever. McGowan, top of the key now. Feeds it left side for Ludwig. 12 to shoot for the Tommies. Now it's McCall, deep right wing. McCall now for Hood. 8 to shoot towards midcourt. Hood kicks it out. McGowan will fire the straight on 3. Missed it off to the right. The rebound will trickle out of bounds. Back to Oral Roberts with 1:40. Hannah Coons back in for ORU. And she will check in for Jaylee Oglesby. And Oglesby will check out for the final time as an Oral Roberts Golden Eagle. A long embrace with her head coach, Sophie Anderson. And such a decorated 7-year career College is unfortunately going to come to an end here today. And there is just no putting into words what number 11 is meant for this program. She became the masked woman this season after taking a shot to the face earlier in conference play, and she didn't change a bit. Yeah, long embraces for everybody on the coaching staff and every single one of her teammates for number 11. Underneath Jackson with a feed, got it stripped. McCall off and running. She'll lay it up and no good. It hit every part of the iron. 76-53. Now Coons in the open floor across half court. Coons head of the key. Go to the right block. Gets fouled on the way in. Presley Hartsock will check in for Oral Roberts, as well as Isla Funches. Can imagine that Taylor Jackson might be one of the two to sub out here. And Maya Holton will also check in, so make it one of the three. Baldwin will check out. Peyton Donley will check out. And they're actually only going to sub in two. Gentry Baldwin with a much improved junior season, average about 6 more points a game. Peyton Donley, one of the best freshmen in the entire league. Ari Gordon, an all-defensive player. First free throw from Coons, takes a friendly bounce. As Oglesby and Baldwin share a long embrace on the bench, sitting right next to each other. Those two have just been the cornerstone for this roster. As the rebound's loose. And a substitution timeout. Elena Shetler, Bell Edwards in for the first time. Taylor Jackson checks out, another one of these seniors. Spent 4 years at Friends where she averaged a double-double. Came over to Oral Roberts for her final season. 1 year of Division I basketball and was a great contributor for this squad. Funch is looking for an outlet, gets it in at half court for Hartsock. Hartsock goes left of the lane as we approach 1 minute to go. Edwards with it left wing, works her way to the free throw line, kicks it out for Shetler, and it's picked off. Out to the open floor, it's Schleely into the game for the first time, lays it in, goes coast to coast with the right hand. Now here's Edwards on the other side, 50 seconds left, 78-54. Outside Hartsock, gets two defenders in the air, kicks it out. Edwards, left corner three on the way. Too strong, offensive rebound for Holton. She wants to back it inside, but gets it stripped. Gardner there on the steal. Gives it up. Hodge now back up top. Savannah Gage in for the first time for the Tommies. Will run point. About a 9-second difference between shot and game clock. Tommies dominant from start to finish here today. Gage with it, left wing with 6 to shoot. 4 seconds, they kick it out. 3 ball left side is good. Savannah Gardner puts a bow on it for the Tommies. Shetler on the other side, she'll float it up, no good. 3 seconds will wind down, and that'll do it. All Tommies all the time here in the quarterfinal game as Oral Roberts falls in dominant fashion. The final score from the Denny Sanford Premier Center, 81-54. The Tommies end the regular and postseason for the Golden Eagles as they finish 15-15 on the year, 8-9 in Summit League play, and obviously not the ending that anybody on that bench wanted, but that'll do it for year one in the Sophie Anderson era. We will recap it all for you on the Empire Fence postgame show. We'll talk about all 40 minutes, and we will talk with Associate Head Coach Bill Annan after this. So stick with us. Once again, the final score of the Tommies 81 and the Golden Eagles 54. Back in a moment on the ORU Sports Network.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Reese's, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, we don't just sell cars, we stand behind them. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on every new Acura and select pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence, knowing your investment is protected for the long haul. Stop by Grubbs Acura of Tulsa today. Luxury you can trust, backed for life.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrows, Tiger Hill Plaza, and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at DonThorntonAuto.com.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Reese's, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
Back here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center, wrapping things up after a quarterfinal loss for the Golden Eagles. The final score, St. Thomas 81, Oral Roberts 54. This is the Empire Fence postgame show. This is Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. And unfortunately, year 1 of the Sophie Anderson era comes to an end in dominant fashion by way of the St. Thomas Tommies, as Oral Roberts gets outscored in 3 of the 4 quarters, 18-8 in the first, 26-11 in the second, 22-18 in the fourth. And it was just not there from the beginning for Oral Roberts offensively. And unfortunately, that is how the game of basketball plays out sometimes, especially in conference play. Let's get you some individual numbers to start. Jaylee Oglesby finishes her collegiate career with a team-high 18 points on 7 of 17 shooting, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist for her. She's followed up with 2 10-point performances. Gentry Baldwin with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Presley Hartsock with 10 points and 1 assist as well. Golden Eagles shoot at 30.5% from the floor, 4 of 17 from 3, and 14 of 18 from downtown. On the other side for the Tommies, they had 5 double-digit scores, and it was all led by Michaela Warner, 21 points, 9 rebounds for her. And then on her heels was Alyssa Sand, first-team all-conference player, 17 and 10, a double-double she finishes with. Then after that, Feuerbach finishes with 12, McCall with 11, and Hood with 10. The Tommies shoot 57% from the field here tonight, 6 of 13 from beyond the arc, 15 of 24 from 3. Turnovers, Tommies with 18 of them, ORU with 14 of them, but it was just not enough for Oral Roberts. Points off those turnovers, 18 for ORU, 17 of them for St. Thomas. Rebounding battle, it was a complete flip from the last time these two teams saw each other to wrap up the regular season. ORU out-rebounded the Tommies 42-27 on Senior Day. This time, the Tommies out-rebound the Golden Eagles 43-28, 32 on the defensive glass. ORU wins the offensive glass 12-11. Second chance points to Tommies 15-2. Bench points 15-10 in favor of Oral Roberts. Points to the paint also dominated by the Tommies 46-22. Fast break points 10-5 in favor of St. Thomas. Blocks 8-5 in favor of St. Thomas. Steals 7-6 in favor of Oral Roberts. And the Tommies with 17 assists to Oral Roberts' 8. 2 ties in the game, 3 lead changes, and the Tommies lead 36 minutes and 53 seconds here this afternoon. It was just complete domination from start to finish, and the Tommies get the revenge on the Golden Eagles, and they beat them twice this season. And they will move on to the semifinals to face off against the top overall seed, the North Dakota State Bison, who took care of Omaha by 50 yesterday in their opening round. They are an absolute wagon. So tall task ahead for the Tommies as they meet the conference's top team in the league. The game coming up right after us, it is the 3-6 game. It'll be the South Dakota Coyotes and the Denver Pioneers in action. And then tonight, 2 men's games happening, but the winner of this game will take on the 2-seed South Dakota State. So both Dakota State schools are firmly in the semifinals. But once again, here tonight, 81-54 the final. St. Thomas on top of Oral Roberts. And we will wrap things up on the other side of this break with Coach Bill Annan. We will recap the season that was under first-year head coach Sophie Anderson. And, of course, we will talk about the 7-year career of Jaylee Oglesby and what she meant for this ORU women's basketball program. Obviously, a huge loss for this team over the offseason, and somebody that had just meant so much to this program over the last few years. So looking forward to that conversation with Associate Head Coach Bill Annan. You don't want to miss it. That'll come your way next. This is the Empire Fence postgame show right here on the ORU Sports Network.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4. With Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Reese's, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, we don't just sell cars, we stand behind them. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on every new Acura and select pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence, knowing your investment is protected for the long haul. Stop by Grubbs Acura of Tulsa today. Luxury you can trust, backed for life.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC. Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at DonThorntonAuto.com.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at DonThorntonAuto.com.
Welcome to Lamar Outdoor Advertising, the largest outdoor advertising company in the U.S. and one of the most successful operators in the outdoor advertising industry. We offer advertising in 2/3 of the top 50 markets in the country, as well as over 100 years of experience to help you make the most of this valuable marketing tool. Please visit our website, www.lamar.com, to learn more about our award-winning team and services. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter, too. Let us know how we can best assist you when we return to the line.
This is number 9, O for Nave, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit. This is number 1, Ty Harper, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
Keeping things rolling here on the Empire Fence post-game show. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. Once again, the final score between Oral Roberts and St. Thomas. The Tommies dominant from start to finish, 81-54. We'll be talking with Associate Head Coach Bill Annan here in just a couple of moments here on the Empire Fence post-game show. But before that, let's get you caught up on the Summit League and Top 25 scoreboard in women's hoops. Game coming up right now in front of us. Both teams actually warming up. It's the 3-6 game in the Summit League tournament. The 3-seeded Denver Pioneers the 6-seeded Denver Pioneers taking on the 3-seeded South Dakota. My goodness. Let's get our teams right here first. The 6-seed Denver, the 3-seed South Dakota are ready to play here at 2:30. I beg your pardon for that. And the winner of that game will face the South Dakota State Jackrabbits coming up tomorrow. Top 25, a lot of action in women's hoops, a lot of conference tournament action. Number 13, Duke takes care of Clemson 60-46. Number 2, UCLA on top of Washington 78-60. And number 3, South Carolina beats number 17, Kentucky 87-64. Games in action right now. Number 6, LSU against number 7, Oklahoma 41-31. The Tigers in front of the Sooners. 2 minutes left to go in that first half. At halftime, number 10 at TCU on top of BYU, 32-19. And in the Big Ten, number 19, Minnesota against number 11, Ohio State. Ohio State winning that one 41-34. And number 25, Fairfield against Sacred Heart. Fairfield winning 35-24 at the break in the MAAC quarterfinal. Games coming up later today. Number 12, Louisville against Syracuse. Number 24, Ole Miss against number 5, Vanderbilt. Unranked Illinois against number 9, Iowa. Unranked Arizona State against number 15, West Virginia. Virginia Tech against number 16, North Carolina. Alabama against number 4, Texas. Oregon against number 8, Michigan. And finally, Colorado against number 20, Baylor. It is one of the best times of the year in college basketball, as the calendar has turned to March, and it is in full swing on the women's side of things. Every single conference tournament is in action. Of course, a lot of the major men's conference tournaments will be in action starting next week as well. And we will have 2 men's games here tonight in the Summit League tournament to decide who will go to the semifinals as well. And the first game for the men will be starting at 6 o'clock tonight, and it'll be a 4-5 game in the Summit. The 5-seeded Omaha Mavericks against the 4-seeded South Dakota Coyotes. Both of those teams finished 8-8 in the Summit. Should be a good one at 6 o'clock. And then the nightcap, the number 6 Denver Pioneers against the number 3 North Dakota Fighting Hawks. All of that coming your way at 6 and 8:30 are the tip times here after this game. We'll have a little bit of a break between sessions, of course, and then we'll get right into that. So busy day of basketball continues from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. We'll take another break, and then on the other side, we will chat with Bill Annan. So stick with us. This is the Empire Fence postgame show on the ORU Sports Network.
Life comes at you fast. Whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial, sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of four. With Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our four locations to experience the power of four for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, we don't just sell cars, we stand behind them. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on every new Acura and select pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence, knowing your investment is protected for the long haul. Stop by Grubbs Acura of Tulsa today. Luxury you can trust, backed for life.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of four. With Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our four locations to experience the power of four for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrows, Tiger Hill Plaza, and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at DonThorntonAuto.com.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of four. With Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Reese's, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, we don't just sell cars, we stand behind them. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on every new Acura and select pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence, knowing your investment is protected for the long haul. Stop by Grubbs Acura of Tulsa today. Luxury you can trust, backed for life.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at DonThorntonAuto.com.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Reese's, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at DonThorntonAuto.com.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Well, welcome back into the Empire Fence postgame show. Wrapping things up for the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Connor Clark now joined by the associate head coach, Bill Annan, here on the ORU Sports Network. And, Coach, first of all, thanks so much for the time. And obviously not the way that you guys wanted things to happen here this afternoon, but it was kind of a nice reflection of the career of Jaylee Oglesby. And we'll start with her. And She leads your guys' team in scoring yet again with 18 points, and just a player that has meant so much to your program over the last 3 years. What is it like just being able to coach her and seeing what she's been able to grow into?
Well, Connor, I'll be honest, it was just kind of a quick, 3 years with her. Here she is out of the blue. You get a phone call from her coach at Arkansas Tech, a good friend of mine, and says that, hey, Jaylee's got 3 years left due to injuries. We don't have her degree at Arkansas Tech, but she's ready to get a master's degree, and you guys have it along with 2 other schools. So do you want to get in the mix? So I talked to our staff, and, of course, they're in the same conference. Everybody's like, absolutely. And so sure enough, I think it's always been a dream of hers to play Division I, right?
Mm-hmm.
At a high school, it didn't work, and her parents and everybody else was like, hey, go play where you can enjoy yourself. She did Arkansas Tech. But, boy, she's really come in here. And it's funny, Connor, that you've watched her play plenty. The people that have, she has one move. She's going to get down the right-hand lane. She's going to get that jump hook going or the mid-range. And, of course, she can go left. She just chose to go right. But she can still, she's the ultimate pro when I say that. It's no matter if she's on the bench, no matter if she's been hurt and out 4 games, no matter, she's going to come in. She's going to give you about 18, 19, and about 8 rebounds, and she's going to shoot above 50% from the field. That's a pro. And she approaches everything in her daily routine like that. So just to be around her and watch her has been a real blessing for our staff. And I'm sure I'm glad she chose us. I really am. Unbelievable career for us.
It's been a lot of fun to watch her over the last couple of years now. And, of course, the run you guys made last year and her kind of taking over the reins this season. And I want to ask you about this season, too. Sophie Anderson's first year as the head coach. And obviously the staff, for the most part, stays the same. But, of course, every new year proposes its new challenges. And what do you guys think you guys learned as a staff? And, of course, a very successful first season under Coach Anderson.
Very much so. And that's the one thing that was mentioned in the locker room. We thank Tim Johnson because there's a lot of candidates for this job.
Right.
And really, really good candidates. And he picked the best one, and he made the right choice. So it's been fun to watch. Sophie's been ready, but sometimes opportunity doesn't reach maybe the right time. Hey, I'm ready, but the opportunity's not there, vice versa.
Right.
Well, ironically, she was ready, and the opportunity was there. And I just really felt like she's taking full advantage. And, Connor, this is what I really appreciate about Sophie is Sophie coaches everybody. Jelly was coached hard this year. Mm-hmm. Well, there's coaches maybe that we've all been around that maybe the best players don't get coached very hard. Maybe the ones on the end of the bench gets coached harder than the ones that are playing. Well, I think what our team found out was, hey, we're all in this together. The bar is the same level for everybody. And the expectation level is very, very high. And so because of that, to me, it was fun to watch that part of it.
For sure.
And then just to see her put her stamp on who we are. She fits ORU. She's great for this program. She's going to build it. It's just going to be a little matter of time and as things go. But this was a great first year for us.
Absolutely.
I pretty much felt like I love our players, but she pretty much squeezed every ounce she could out of a group. And so I think that's a big part of what good coaches do, and then from there you have to keep recruiting and keep pushing. But I just enjoy how she's open to a lot of things. She's not just, hey, we're just going to do one thing. It's like what works best for this team. Mm-hmm. So anxious for next year, obviously, but super proud of this group and super proud of our staff, especially our head coach.
Well, looking forward to seeing you guys progress into next year. And it's always, thanks so much for the time. It's been
Absolutely.
fun watching your group all season.
You're the best, Connor. We appreciate you.
We
really do, man.
That.
You're the best, and we appreciate our fans and everybody who supported us, and we'll be back.
Yes, you certainly will be. Thanks so much, Coach.
You bet.
Appreciate it. You're off the hook. That is Associate Head Coach Bill Annan here on the Empire Fence postgame show, and that'll do it for us here in the 2025-26 basketball season. The men's season comes to an end last night. The women's season comes to an end here today, and what a fun ride it has been for both sides, being able to watch both of these teams very closely and be with the programs very closely, and it has just been an honor and a privilege to be able to bring you Golden Eagle basketball each and every single night. And, of course, every season must come to an end. As they say, all great things must come to an end, and unfortunately it has come to an end here today. But a very exciting and maybe anxious-inducing offseason lies ahead for both squads, as it is for anybody. But it should be one that presents a lot of challenges and also a lot of successes for both staffs. So really, really fortunate to be a part of this as always. So a big thanks to our sponsorship group, as always, for helping us put on these great broadcasts. A big thanks to our ORU Sports Network crew for helping us look and sound great with each and every single broadcast. And a big thanks to all of you for making us a part of your Friday afternoon. That'll do it for us for Golden Eagle basketball in the year 2025-26. My name's Connor Clark. We're saying so long for the conference tournament at the Denny Sanford Premier Center, but we'll be back this time next year. Should be a lot of fun. So stick with us. Baseball season is in full swing, and we'll have everything for you right here on the ORU Sports Network. But the sun sets on another basketball season in Oral Roberts program history, and it was an honor to be a part of it. So enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And you've been listening to Golden Eagle basketball on the ORU Sports Network.